Hello. This video goes over the process on how to submit contributions as a sponsor via the Data Validation Center on the sponsor website. First of all, I'm on the retirementplanconsultants.net website. From here, you will choose Account Access, which will bring you to the login screen. Here you will enter the login credentials that were provided for you by RPC. You will enter your username and password, and from the drop-down menu, you will choose Sponsor, then click Login. Once logged in, you will be on the sponsor dashboard. Here you will be able to access plan level information, for example, participant balance or loan information, number of employees in your plan, etc. Today, we are going to go over the process on how to enter payroll contributions through the Data Validation Center, or DVC. If you hover over the tab entitled Submit Payroll Contributions, a sub-tab will drop down and you will want to choose Enter the Data Validation Center to submit payroll contributions. This will bring you into the Data Validation Center, or DVC, where you will enter the contributions. There are a few options for entering contributions. You can upload a file, you can manually enter employee information, or you can copy information from a previous payroll. On a side note, this last option entitled In Progress and/or Completed Files is what we refer to as the fourth option. Anytime you start a payroll and get interrupted, or save and exit prior to completing the payroll, it will be saved here. You can simply click on this bullet and choose Next to access an in-progress file. Just something to keep in mind for future use. Now we are going to demonstrate how to manually enter the payroll contributions. So once in the DVC, you will choose Manually Enter Employee Information and click Next. On this screen, you will click on the payroll date range you are submitting your contributions for, and it will highlight the entire row yellow. Then click Next. Here is where we add the employees included in this payroll. The fastest way to get all of your employees added is to click the Add All, and the system will populate all of the employees associated with your plan into the table you see here. What we are going to do today for simplicity is we are going to just choose to add existing, and we will just choose one participant and click Continue. As you can see, it adds the participant's information into the table provided. Next, you will enter the dollar amounts of the contributions into the appropriate columns. If the employee has pre-tax deferrals from their paycheck, you will enter those dollar amounts here. If they have Roth, employer match, and so on, you will enter them into the appropriate column. Depending on your plan and the needs of your plan, will determine which columns you have available for you to submit to. To enter the contribution dollar amounts, you go to the appropriate column. In the column below, you will see the zeros entered here. This acts exactly like an Excel spreadsheet. It is very important that you are entering the dollars exactly as they were withheld on the employee's paychecks. Also, the amounts entered will need to be input as dollar amounts and not percentages. For example, we are going to go ahead and enter a contribution into the employee pre-tax column and also a contribution into the employer match. Once you have all of the employees entered, you will click Save, and it will ask you, are you sure you want to save all changes? And you simply click on Save and Continue. And as you can see, it has updated your column to show the total dollar amount for each column. Once you have all of the employees' amounts entered, you will click on Next. The system will validate the data, and once that is completed, it will take you to the final screen for how you are choosing to fund the contribution. At the top of the screen, you will see it also gives you an opportunity to view again the number of participants that you are contributing to for this payroll, your total deposit amount, and it will also give you a breakdown of the totals per source as an extra review prior to completing the contribution. From there, you will choose your funding method. To select your funding method, click on the drop-down menu, and you have options of either choosing to have it funded through an ACH pull, or if you are going to be sending us a check, you would choose this option. If we have your banking account on file, you would choose ACH pull. And as you can see to the right, it's going to show you that we are going to be pulling the funds from the account on file. Below that is the funding date. Here is where you would want to enter the date that you want the funds drafted from your bank account. Below that is an opportunity for you to enter any type of special instructions, either for yourself or for our record keepers to take note of. Once everything is complete and everything looks like it's in good order, you simply click on Complete. That generates your confirmation page. It gives you your request ID and a summary of everything that was entered into this payroll. You have the opportunity in the upper right-hand corner to go ahead and click on Print to save this file for your records. If you have additional payrolls to enter, you can simply click on the Start Over button, and that takes you back to the very beginning of the Data Validation Center, where you can choose to manually enter and move on to the next payroll. That's all we have for today. I hope you find this to be very helpful. Thank you.